Okay, so this hopefully is going to help you solve some of these, or solve this puzzle. Okay, I've just picked 4 random ones in there. Some of them you might not even have to solve, but we're just going to go through and hopefully this can help you. So we'll start with this one. Now the first thing that we want to do here is get rid of this bracket. Okay, so we know, or we should know, that there is actually a times in between that 4 and the bracket. So in order to do that, expand it, we are going to multiply everything in that bracket by the 4. So 4 times 2x, 4 lots of 2x. Hopefully you know that that is 8x. Oops, I wanted yellow there. Stands out a little bit better. Okay, so we put 8x there. And 4 times negative 1, a positive times a negative is minus, 4 times 1 is 4. And that equals, on the other side, it hasn't done anything there, we haven't changed it, we've just got our 3x. Now the aim of the game is we want our x's together and our non-x's together. So I need to move this 3x over the other side. Now in year 8 you've probably learned to get rid of this 3x, we need to subtract 3x. And what I do from one side, I have to do to the other, right? It's like a balance beam, this equal sign. So we get rid of that, 3x take 3x, that disappears. And now I can tidy this up. Now 8 take 3, we're left with 5x minus 4, because that's still there, equals, now on this side, we've got the 6. And we're nearly done, because now I want to get rid of this negative 4. The opposite of getting rid of a take 4 is adding 4. And again, I could do what we did up here. We go add 4 to add 4 here and then add 4 here. I actually find that quite messy. So I know to make this disappear, yes, I've added 4 to that side, which means that's no longer there. So I'm just left with the 5x. And I've added 4 to this side to make that disappear. So I add 4 to that side. Okay. And I'm left with, when I tidy that up, 6 plus 4, we get 10. You should be able to solve it from here. 5 times what equals 10. That's what this is actually asking you. 5 times what equals 10. And hopefully you know that that's 2. If you didn't, there's a times in between the x and the 5. And to get rid of a times, the opposite is dividing. And so that's what we do to the other side. Okay, and bang, we get 2. So if you wanted to leave that step out, you most certainly could. Right, carrying on. We now have a look at this one. You might be tempted to work out what's 8x take 3, but no, you can't do that. You have to expand your bracket first, because the multiplication comes before addition, BEDMAS. So you haven't done anything with this 8, so we keep it there. And now we multiply this out. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. Negative times a negative is a positive. 3 times 1, 3. And we've got our other side, 2x plus 6. At this point, we want to see, can we simplify and gather our like terms? And here we can. So 8x take 3x. I can hear you saying that's 5x equals 2x plus 6. And now it's a bit similar to what we had up here. We want to remove this 2x. So to get rid of it, we're going to take 2x. Now we know when we take 2x from this side, what remains is this 6. Because I've taken 2x from this side, I have to take 2x from this side as well. And I've still got my plus 3. Right? If you want to do this, the whole take to both sides, feel free and do it. I just don't like it. 5x take 2x, we're tidying up now, gives me the 3x plus 3 equals 6. You're nearly there. You want to get rid of a plus 3, so you're going to take 3. I'm pretty confident that I know 6 take 3 is 3. If you wanted to write 6 take 3, again, feel free. And again, I also know that at this point, 3 times what equals 3? I know it has to be 1. Let's just see my pause button there. Yep, it's still going. Good. All right, carrying onward. This one I left because it's a little bit tricky, because here in front of the bracket there's nothing there, except we do know there's technically a 1. All right, just like here, we wouldn't write 1x, we just write x. We just put the bracket there, and we expect everyone to know that there's a 1 there. And like we said before, we're not allowed to say, okay, 6 take 1. We must expand the brackets first. So we're going to keep the 6. Minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x. Okay, and negative times a positive. So different sign, you get negative. And 1 times 2 is 2. Nothing has happened on the other side, so we just write it as per usual. Okay. Hopefully you're finding this is now quite repetitive. What do? We tidy up. So we look here, is there anything that we can do on this side? Yes, because we've got a 6 and then we've got the take 2. They're like terms. 6 take 2 is 4. And we keep that take 2x equals take 3x plus 4. We want to get the x's together. So you've got to ask yourself, what do I do? What is the opposite of taking 3x? And I hope you said you have to add 3x. So when I add 3x to this side, it's gone and we're just left with that 4. And what happens on this side is we've now got the minus 4 take 2x, but we've added this 3x here, right? If that was a positive 3x, then we'd take it. You know the deal by now. So tidy up, minus 2 plus 3. So it's minus 2 degrees, and then you've got 3 degrees warmer, so it's gone up by 1. So it's 1x, and we just write x, not 1x. To get rid of this 4, we take 4, so you're left with x, and 4 take 4 is 0. Bang. Hopefully you're finding this a bit better. Okay, we keep on going, nearly there. We're going to expand both of these brackets, being careful of the minus that we see there, the negative sign. So negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Now a negative times a positive. Remember the rule, different sign, negative, same sign, positive. So back here when we had a negative times a negative, that gave me a positive here. But here, because they're different signs, it'll be minus, and 3 5s are 15. It's got an equal sign, I put equals. And yes, we can't go 6 take 3 because of that multiply in between here. So we have to go minus 3 times 2x is minus 6x. Negative times a positive, we just did that. Different sign is a minus. 3 4s are 12. Tidy up, nothing to tidy up on the left-hand side, so we just rewrite that. Here, we can tidy up the numbers, so 6 take 12 is minus 6. Take 6x. And now we can go on. We get the x's together, so how do I get rid of this take 6x? Opposite of take 6x? Add it, and we do that over here. So minus 3x plus 6x. Yes, you've got the minus 15 still. Over here, that's now disappeared, and you're left with minus 6. We can tidy up minus 3x plus 6, minus 3 plus 6. Check on your calculator if you're a little bit worried about negatives. You just put in minus 3 plus 6. We've got the 3. And while I'm here, I'm also going to get rid of this take 15. The opposite of take 15, what is it? Yep, we're adding. So it becomes minus 6 plus 15. I have a think before I go to my calculator, and I think minus 6 plus 15 is 9. Double check on your calculator. Hopefully I'm right. And again, at this point, can you solve it? This is saying 3 times something equals 9. I can hear you all, 3 3s are 9. That's right. But if you're having a moment and you didn't know to get rid of a times 3, you divide, and 9 divided by 3 is in fact 3. So hopefully you can now go back and finish off that puzzle and make sure your working is nice and neat like this in your book, because I will be marking that. Okay, good luck.